fast nowadays. You know, you see him now, he's got like a triple stack going on. So I don't think his blink dagger time is going to be too off.
Top lane going on to How. Actually already used the rage, but Taka disruption to hold back mind control. Roki, still 6 seconds before he's got
it.
But the Tor just needs to touch him, and Roki with the plays. In fact, they may find another Taka. He's already used the disruption, is still on cooldown for 10, and no chance is Kuroki picks up a double kill in the top lane.
A shadow
the exact
of the demon
plays Liquid
fleet I
need during
put
this laning
down.
stage to punish Newbee's decision of having that sole position in the jungle straight up.
That's the kill potential.
Okay, and he's going to be able to remain in lane and keep that pressure on. But the question is, where do we start to see things turn again? Well, Tom, how? Look at the one, taking a fair bit of damage, still has the rage and open wounds. But Liquid getting the harassment in. There's been a rotation from Fada. We'll see if he can set anything up. The Torrid! Oh, beautiful onto two. Mind control comes in for the rage from Al. Look at the turn it around. He's already taken down. Now it's Mikako as well. They're going to find a second kill. This rotation from Fada on the Mirage is absolutely wonderful. Kuroki, X-Mark Torrid onto Twan. The Burrow Strike won't quite catch the Nyx. So they won't kill off Twan. But a great rotation from Fada, making sure that this top lane goes from strength to strength. He can't make the jump in. He's actually out of mana, stunning himself up, and Liquid surrounding the Nyx assassin, have taken down. How's inside. They immediately go for the race to be, but they might have the damage to kill him low. Not quite. Hal gets out. Taka, he's not going to be as lucky though, as the torrent comes in. Liquid surround the Shadow Demon. A killing spree for Fada on his Mirana at this stage of the game. And just remarkable play off the back of this laning stage from Liquid as they'll turn this push into another tier 1 tower at the top. Timberman, he's moving forward for this. The arrow will connect onto Tron. How jumps inside, but it may not be a safe bet. Goes for the lasso. Now coming back out, but again, they're in so much trouble here. They've lost through. Hal's got to get the hell out of there. Tron, it looks like he will be lucky enough to TP out as well. It's a good song from KP. Allows two to get away, but it's not going to save himself. Get breathe on down. Kuroki actually has yet to bring back Twan. 3 dead on Newbee. It's 12-0. 17 minutes in. Liquid looking like absolute championship material this game. Sweet. Arrows coming through. The jump in. Awesome move. Personal range. Sweet. Hard tries to react. Look at take out Fada when he leaps out of the base. Move. He's going to keep himself alive with the BKB. Kuroki left alone on the front lines though. Newbee really out of the range. The slide through from Man's not enough damage in KP with the song. Newbee's coming in. They're a bit riled. The Liquid is trying to break the base. Jumping out. They'll get themselves down to the south. Liquid on the retreat. We'll see if KP can get a lap with the net. He's got the gem. He's got the vision. Mind control. Take him down as well. And Newbee with the defense, and Liquid, I can't help but feel Andy this on the lead with How inside, and we'll see who catches out first. Fada looking to clean up the way, but Newbee jump in. Oh, he gets the off the lasso there. The damage will be more than enough to follow. Bring Fada down, but some of that coming into the BKB. He didn't do anything in return. Back up. Oh, now Fada turret on control. And the center onto How. There we go. The Rages. Look at take down Kuroki. He gets forced back by the blinding light. KP. Oh, look at this time. Oh, somebody's still down. He pops amongst it all. How mind control again with the Burrow Strike. Liquid looking to take this round. Tron tries to bury himself, but they'll bury him even deeper. 6 feet under. 3 down on Newbee. Still, KP sticking around in the fight. He's got a lot of health. He's incredibly tanky. They can't kill the Naga Siren. The Liquid just trying to get themselves out. After taking 3, only losing 2. In the position that Liquid are in, it's a trade they'll be happy with, but Newbee, they certainly are. They want to try and find more. Moving in onto mind control. Jumping forward. They'll take the Sand King as well. Newbee making sure they secure themselves, stop them on the fight. But the Timberman coming in. He wants to try and look for the star play that the team needs. Jumping into move, but the last one's back. Can't wait to takes one down. KP left alone. Can they kill him? I mean, Timberman, he can only just run and blink into the trees. He's got to get himself out. KP looking to cut him off.
Into the creep wave.
But Timberman realizes though that the Duke out into the trees and heading back. At the same time, there's a Shadow Demon closing in for the top. The song can't quite get him. But Timberman. Who gets the jump? I mean, move. He's got a How in him, in fact. Just to get the counter to mind control. On top of the fight, back immediately. Realizes he's going to be needed the fight. Strike coming out from the Tumba. Maybe the setup here for the fun to follow up. The Timberman's going to be able to walk it off. Moves her out. Into the early couple of races for the front. The same time, Brody sends her both back in. Trying to hold Newbee out. How? In the middle of it all, though, gets the range. The Timberman again being controlled for the time being. Reynolds himself over the block of Kuroki. How chasing down Fada. When we buy back from Kuroki twice. But even Timberman.
Kill the man.
He needs to get himself up on Newbee. He can't go down.
Again, we run.
Available on the end of it here. Liquid with an incredibly painful loss in this fight. He's going to be fine. Kuroki down by control as well. Fine on the last man. Surviving his second two. He's going to be up with the buybacks from Hao and Tuan. They realize this is the time to finish up the game. And it may all be over here in game one for Liquid. They tried to pull it back, but look at the financial damage and
Radiant's top tower is under attack. Radiant's middle tower has fallen.
Liquid for the early game dominance for Newbee. They controlled the game perfectly. They brought it back down into their realm. And at the end of the day, as flashy as the Divine Rapier pickup was, it wasn't enough to decide.
The panelists obviously favored Newbee's draft a little bit. I was on their side, but Liquid had a very strong performance for the first. When you put him in this aggressive position, you're landing against another melee. Doesn't matter what support you're with. Like he's gonna get farmed.
Okay, see them moving in onto KP. He has got the Firefly. Instruction to set it up. Oh, the burst is enough. Liquid.
Radiant's top
first
tower
blood
is under
for
attack.
Matsumaman and his Morphling. Great way for them to start the game. And Matsumaman, he's going to be happy with that kill as well. As we can see, 15 for 3. He was even looking for Tuan, but Tuan has got the creeps onto Kuroki. Kuroki, double strength sap. Looks like he's going to be fine. Characters have joined the force as well. Power strike onto Moon. Liquid responding as best as they can under the cover of Moonlight. Looks like they're going to be okay. And again, Kuroki comes back in. 3-man decay takes down one. And even now, they're looking for more on the field. Coming out, but oh, here comes Control. Mine. First strikes through.
Oh, one health.
Finish off Tuan.
He had 1 HP.
Oh, Tuan HP. He made it out.
Liquid that you punish and if you
They might get a catch on the back line. The burst strike on
Nice.
Samu. How? He's going to react by moving forward with the blade gear, but Jackson, the demonic purge. Used to kite out. He's still got the Omni though. He's going to jump first. Only a few slashes, of course, at this stage of the game. Not quite enough damage. KP still moving forward. Gets the lasso on Savannah and the blade gear as well. They should be able to finish off the Mirana fight, trying to get out. What might make it takes down the batting return. How? Surrounded by 3. It's a 2-for-1 trade for Liquid, and it looks to be even better. How? He's left the kitty cat up on the high ground. And the Timberman, 1v1 in carry versus carry at the moment. At the same time, Tuan TV's out in front of Liquid. And now all that's left for Hao is to just run away. Matsumaman waveforms forward, finishes off the kill, and that's going to be the third one he's picked up this fight. A fantastic fight for Liquid in the turn. They get so much for the Morphling there, and that one in K nearly does it.
Allies.
Hao very lucky to get away with his life here. We'll see if Newbee are able to fight back. They're moving forward, but detection isn't going to be there on the outer bounds. Liquid, able to play around in Kasha. Burst it down. Liquid, if they can get anything more in demonic purge on move.
Radiant's
I'm
top
sure he's
tower
got
is
quite
under
enough mana
attack.
for a burrow drive, but it doesn't matter. The burst from Liquid between the combination of the Soul Catcher and the Timberman. 14 for 3. Things looking very, very nice indeed.
For the really good core matchup, they have a Mirana and a Morphling against pretty much just a Juggernaut.
Look at this up top again. An arrow from Vada connects.
It was not luck.
And it's turning into a little bit of a slaughterhouse here for Newbee, as they are losing heroes left, right, and center. It really does feel like a repeat of the start of game one. But as we've been saying since the draft, Liquid, they've got certainly a bit more of their bases covered, and they do have push potential and ways to utilize this lead that they've created, as opposed to what they had in game one. Mid lane, Timberman coming in looking for Hao. Static Summon. That's not going to control Matumba. And the Liquid! No chill whatsoever. The perfect plays coming out time and time again. And they're not even done. They're hanging around on the sideline. How? You don't want to come out, son, because they're going to be able to jump you on the back line. They're looking for Trout first.
Oh my God.
He's trying to get himself back to base. Liquid, they cheat. It's all over. It's all over. And what a way for Liquid to come back after the mishaps to game one. They asked you, they said, Andy, would they be able to compose themselves, bring it back? But with this combination of SD, Sanking, Marana, there's a reason why those three heroes.
Oh, wow, hits.
Yeah. He's got the Battlehanger down. Not going to be enough at the same time, though, mid lane. The aggression and pressure from KuroKy's presence pays off with a kill. Big stuff happening there. Maestro's going to deny himself to the creep here. It's not going to happen. Who's got the burst?
Radiant's bottom
But
tower
that
is
first
under
blood for
attack.
Liquid,
Dude, just look at the CS. This Morphling has 5 free kills.
maybe it is the support more.
You're probably not going to get punished if you just go straight Battle Fury.
See top. KP trying to guard the rune up for his teammates and back. Moving on to Fana. Good ball from House. So they can finish this one up. Fana gets himself out of it. He goes down. They'll get the one kill. Newbee, see if they can get a second. The playground. Bringing KuroKy back. He's got 3 stacks on him. And wow, Newbee able to punish Liquid this time round. Great play from the 3 of them as they team up together. And Jarrett, he is on his own. We'll see if Newbee can go in for more. Salving up.
Radiant's
He needs
top
to get out
tower
of here.
is under attack.
2 stacks on him, but looks like Newbee don't want to follow through and chase it
Radiant
down.
structures are
The Gerald.
fortified.
Oh, Kido, Aaron's a star storm. Fana cleans himself up on one in return, and in fact, Urka has to be careful. Tethers across to pieces. It's not bad, and the tower's not going to be taken. Liquid probably even going to get the chance to get a deny on this one as well. And at the same time, KP on the sideline. I think they get themselves a kill, jumping in on the back. KP to go down. Shackles onto Mike, so he's killed him. By the soul rip, he's not going to target it. Now he finally goes as House into Croc, but Liquid, they're going to be able to find themselves more of a turn potential. Could be the turn. This double kill for Fana in return. 3 dead on Newbee. KuroKy's going to chase down Tron. It looked pretty with the IO coming in to help, but it's not enough. And again, Liquid taking the favorable fight. KuroKy just going to man up against House. Got to get himself away. Will TP out. But another fight where Liquid with a blink on mind control, also blink on Twan for the side of Newbee. So we'll see if Twan can get a good jump and a good lock in this fight. So who's going to lead the way? Catches out me on the sideline for KP. Jumps in, wants to be dropped as well. Right down to the shoulder for Newbee, but she's taken down by Liquid, but Superman able to pick up the Aegis. So Newbee unable to disrupt them where they wanted to. Superman was shackled up by Twan, but there's no follow through. He's going to be fine and jumping in mind control. Gets the call on 2. They're going to potentially lose moves while he's trying to intimidate away, but Superman chases him down, finishes him off. It's a triple kill for Fana. And that really could not have gone any worse for Newbee around the pit. And it may not be over yet. Looking to how. Oh, the man wanted to try make sure he can't blink away, but Superman reading the situation perfectly. And how does he get out without a TP? They're going to chase him down in. Liquid finding yet another with an absolutely incredible Roshan fight. Roshan, Aegis, and pretty much the whole team of Newbee to boot as well.
Man, they needed more follow-up after the wards were dropped. Like, for a second there, you saw how much damage Liquid were taking during that small engagement when they just dropped the massive wards, but they lose the Batrider pretty much right.
Don't need to rely on an Aegis to make the plays and to take these fights. And with this Moonlight, they'll start to make a move over. In front of Sentry, so they'll see that Newbee know that they're there, but they'll still get the jump onto Kaka. Mind control immediately with a call. That's going to be a freebie, and now the rest of Newbee need to be careful. They kind of split up here. This awkward positioning from Newbee, and my Superman goes in on Twan. Up towards the top, the bat. Newbee trying to get himself away. You have Hao forcing out this top lane, trying to get Liquid's attention drawn away from maybe even thinking about pressuring the high ground of Newbee at this stage with 2 heroes.
But is it going to be enough?
Dire's top tower is
Looking for the kill. The outside's going to hit
Oh, God.
Radiant's middle tower
Man
is
of
under
Void is
attack.
real good against him.
Radiant
this man
structures
does
are
not have a
fortified.
buyback. I mean, he's only going to be down for 40.
Dire's top
At
tower
the same
is
time,
under
bit of
attack.
pressure being put on top by Hao. They're actually going to bring in the
Oh,
force.
okay.
Sneaky rat-a-tap from Newbee. They'll find a tier 3. We'll see what kind of punish Liquid can do. They get the call on to Hao. They do take the Morphling kill. Kaka is going to be going back to base in a second.
Radiant's
Does
middle
get out.
tower is under attack.
But at the same time, the Timmerman is finding the trade. Takes the tier 3 down mid.
Radiant's
He's going to
middle
stick
tower
around for
has
more. We'll see if a
fallen.
buyback gets forced out
Radiant's
on the
middle
Morphling, or if they
barracks
just
are
let this
under
go.
attack.
Twan setting up with the shackle. Jax is there, ready for defensive play if it's needed, but looking at Matumbaman is certainly in it for the time being. And then, oh, the lasso, KP's got it. Can they bring it down? They've got to bring it down twice. You've got to remember, they have the shackle follow through. The adaptive structure over Jax with a defensive disruption. Can he get himself out once? No. They'll take Matumbaman down the first time. Shackle is back on cooldown, and they're going to be able to do it again. Matumbaman blinks out. Oh! They can't hold him back. I mean, KP turn around and they're going to jump on him right control, closing the gap, getting the call for the relocate out. It is there. They'll save KP. Tron! A missile blade to the head from Matumba. The Shaman's down, and he would have had water as well. 5 seconds of the water off cooldown, so 50 seconds without the
Radiant's
water
bottom
defensive.
tower is under attack.
Liquid ready to move in. The damage with the soul catcher bursting down Kaka. Maybe they're going to have to hold this 3 versus 5. See their best attempts. John jumps in. How? Oh, it's
No buyback.
Locked line. No buyback available. And Liquid very much on the verge
Radiant's
of doing it in. And it's easy. Liquid will send Newbee home. Moving on in the
Radiant's
lower
bottom
brackets in a series that has just felt that
Team
Liquid
Liquid
are playing on a totally different level. Newbee tried their best. They obviously managed to take game 1 off Liquid, but we could have put that down to a
In the world here, their drafts in the second and third game were immaculate, in my opinion. Like Newbee were heavily outdrafted.